Welcome to Bible Reader Companion. We're taking our studies this week from 2 Timothy chapters 1 and 2. And we want to look today at 2 Timothy chapter 1 and some verses here. Paul says, beginning in verse 4, greatly desiring to see you, being mindful of your tears, that I may be filled with joy, when I call to remembrance the genuine faith that is in you, which dwelt first in your grandmother Lois and in your mother Eunice, and I am persuaded is in you also. Now I want to tie in with this something that he says in chapter 3 and beginning in verse 14. But you must continue in the things which you have learned and been assured of, knowing from whom you have learned them, and that from childhood you have known the Holy Scriptures, which are able to make you wise for salvation through faith, which is in Christ Jesus. It's interesting, if we go back and look at the history of Paul's relationship with Timothy, we find that he picks up Timothy as a very, very young man. And it follows an incident where he had refused another traveling companion. And so Paul was particular. What had equipped Timothy at a very young age to be able to be a traveling companion of Paul? It was a faith which had been instilled in him, note now, by his mother and his grandmother. It is important for us to instill in our children and our grandchildren, whether we are fathers or mothers or grandfathers or grandmothers, to try to instill a faith in Jesus and a faith in God. And what we learned from chapter 3 is this was something that had obviously started very early. Sometimes we wait far too late. I never cease to be amazed at what very young children, 1, 2, 3 years old, are able to learn about the Scriptures, whether it's memorization, whether it is remembering stories. Let us not believe that it's possible to start too young. We need to start as early as possible, instilling in our children that faith, so that when they reach an age where they have a deeper understanding, their faith also becomes deeper, and it becomes their faith that has been instilled in them from a very early age by their parents and their grandparents. Thank you for studying with us today, and we hope you'll join us again tomorrow.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook for more content like this.